Hi everyone, I am back with another video and I realized that so first of all, the lighting is off. Let me see if I can. Okay. I realized in my last video that unless you're on mobile phone, it's really hard to hear me, and I'm sorry about that. The reason is I am not using a microphone anymore. I used to record on a computer and I have a microphone with it, and the software that I was using is not currently working on any of my new devices. No, that doesn't mean I won the lottery. I wish. It's just it. Every time I'm about to record, every time. I'll reply later. Okay. So, long story short, I'll try to talk really loudly to make it work, because I guess very few people watch it on computer. Most are on mobile, which is fine, and I guess the sound is fine, but just in case, that's my roommate's cup. Just in case you're on a computer and the sound is not too good, I would rather like make up for it. Okay, so today we're going to talk about neighborhood, because this is one of the questions I had when I first came here. I was like, what kind of neighborhood? Where do I need to go? How much is it? Is it good? Is it bad? What is it? So I've been in pretty much not all, pretty much all the neighborhood. If I am not, I have colleagues in there and I go through them a little bit and I will explain. So let's start with student. Dear student, in Edmonton you have two institutions for education, which is NAIT for college, and then you have University of Alberta. So most student that goes to NAIT, they normally leave on 119, 117 and downtown. What do I mean by that? So in Edmonton, if ever you've never been to Canada, the streets are very well categorized and the streets are numbered. So if ever you're on this street, it's going to be 118, and then you continue moving, it's going to be 119 and 117. It goes like that. So basically it's very easy for you to know if you're lost, if you're not, because it's one after the other. So if you like, normally students would live on 118, 119 and downtown, because these are the closest one to NAIT. And these, I call them, like, some people don't agree with me, but I call that the north. For other people who works, I'm going to touch base on that, but let's talk about student. So everywhere that's going to tell you the northwest, places like 118, you will hear very often Kingsway, close to Kingsway Mall, close to LRT station, close to downtown, 118, 119, 117. This is the area which is close to NAIT. Now, I would not recommend 118, like absolutely not recommend 118. 118 is one of the roughest area of Edmonton. You do not want to go there. No, you don't want that. It's rough. Like, I moved there because every time I was on the bus, something was happening, a fight and whatnot. You do not want. So if you're going to NAIT, please go downtown. Go downtown. When you go downtown, don't go on MacDougall. You will hear MacDougall. Don't go. So basically, I know that you don't know what I'm talking about right now, but I'm hoping to help you find a place, because when you're going to go on Facebook Marketplace, when you're going to go on Kijiji and all of this, you're going to see close to MacDougall, close to this, close to that. No. Anything close to MacDougall? No. Anything close to 118? No. 118 is the roughest. If you're a new student, you don't want to go there. Where you want to go is Oliver Square, close to downtown, so you have anything close to like Save on Food. If ever people tell you like, oh, it's close on Save on Food, you're good. It's close to boba, which is a bubble tea place, you're good. So these places you want to go. So Oliver Square, close to Save on Food, close to boba, you're good. You would want to go there. Jasper Avenue is not too bad either. So these are downtown, and downtown is not like I always thought downtown was the central place, because when you say downtown in Barrie, it's like where everything happens. Downtown Toronto is like everything happens. When it comes to Edmonton, where everything happens, you do have things on downtown, but where everything happens is actually on White Ave. And White Ave, dear students of Alberta, this is where you want to be. White Ave is a little bit more expensive because this is where everything happens. When you have festival, it's close to White Ave. When you have street performance, it's close to White Ave. Bars, clubs, anything close to White Ave. So, and White Ave is actually close to University of Alberta. So, if you're a student of University of Alberta, you want to be close to White Ave. So, if you hear anything about Strathcona, River Valley, if you hear, for Nate, by the way, if you want to go to the River Valley, you're good. So, Strathcona, Garneau, University Avenue, 75 Avenue, White Ave, university students, this is where you want to be. This is where everything happens. This is where the noise happens. This is where the busy things happens. Like, you're close to everything. You're close to the life, close to the bars, like I said. But because it's close to White Ave, where everything happened, and because you're a student and you're close to university, it's a bit more expensive. When I mean expensive, it goes from $5.50 up. Okay, if you are a young professional from 20 to 30, 40, you might want to go be on White Ave as well, or close to, I think it's the east. By the way, Nate is the north, downtown is downtown. Strathcona, Garneau, and White Ave, this is the south. The moment you cross the lower bridge, there's a wide bridge. You have two bridges. One is white and it's it's down, and you have another one which is like rusty-ish. This is the upper bridge. The white one is the lower bridge. Once you cross the lower bridge, you know you're like on the south. This is what you call the south. If you're a young professional single, you would want to be on White Ave as well. Now, if you're coming with your family, you would want to be in the west. It really depends on you. If you want to be in the south, you'd be very happy there. But if ever you want a more like family life, so I'm currently living close to Collingwood in the west. It's very calm, like nothing really happens. You just, my back is hurting. Old age is getting the best of me. Just like nothing really happens here. The only noise that I hear is dog barking and people like shouting up like at their kids. But it's very family like. You just have like grocery stores, couple of gyms here and there. I do live very close. It's like 15 minutes bus from West Edmonton Mall. But if you know me and you've been following me, you know I don't do shopping very often, but it's the biggest mall. I guess I can find everything from like Dollarama if I want my cheap stuff. I think there's Walmart as well. I forgot. But yeah, I do have that. But yeah, if you come with your family, you have daycare, you have elementary school, and you have parks, you have dog parks, you have human parks, you have kids. So it's very calm, it's very clean, it's very nice. So is it too far from the south? If you are using the bus, yes it is. It's actually an hour away from my work. So yeah, it is far, and I work on Calgary Trail, which is the south. If you want to be on Calgary Trail, you can as well, like university students, but you would rather want, like, it's not bad, it's just that it's, if you want like the jazz and the vibe and whatnot, you would want to be on White Ave, but you can be on Calgary Trail as well. It's not bad. White Mud Drive. So yeah, it's an hour drive. It's an hour bus, right? It's an hour bus from my where I live in Collingwood to my work, which is on Calgary Trail. So if you have a car, if you all have a family and you have a car, it's like 15 minutes, 20 minutes in the morning, like no kidding. So family, I would consider the west. Young single professional, it would be White Ave in the south. University students of Alberta would be White Ave, Strathcona, Garneau. Fac Saint Jean, which is the French part of University of Alberta. But don't worry, people speak English too. You have to. Most people speak English here. Nate, please, I would advise to go on downtown, anything close to Safe on Food downtown, Boba, Oliver Square. You would really, really, really like that. Again, I do understand that you have no idea of what I'm talking about. Like, you can't really situate yourself because you have not been here. But I'm just trying to tell you the different neighborhood here, from like the north to the center, kind of from the north to downtown to the south to the west, so that when you are actually doing your research for a room or whatever, you're not too far from where you want to go, maybe your work or school. Not into too much rough neighborhood. You have an approximation of how much it costs. Kingsway, Nate, is cheaper. The west is cheaper as well, and like I said, when it comes to Garneau, it's a little bit more expensive because it's close to everything. So I hope that video was helpful to you, and if you have any question for me, just leave it in the comment down below. I would really, 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 really appreciate that. And like, you know, I don't sell anything here. I generally do that because I love to. So if you could please give me a thumbs up, that would be super great. Okay, something in my eyes. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.